What's going on, guys? PC here, and welcome to AI Dungeon. So, word of warning, this is not Dreamcast related at all whatsoever. But, well, technically it isn't. But we're gonna make it Dreamcast related. But I had to play this game on the channel. I just had to make an excuse to play it because it is so awesome. So if you don't know what it is, it's basically a text adventure game, a Dungeons and Dragons style text adventure game where the AI will make up the story. And it's just amazing. It's hilarious. So if you see my AI reviews videos where I review, well, or technically I have an AI review a Dreamcast game, that's basically what this is. You basically get the idea. It's amazing what it will come up with. And it's just having so much fun playing this. And I had to show it on the channel because it's awesome. But anyway, we're going to make up a Dreamcast-themed storyline here. So instead of picking one of the presets here, we're going to go with Custom. I have no idea what that pop-up is. I'm playing this in an Android emulator. There is a PC version of this, but for some reason it just kept crashing on me. It worked for a little bit, and then it would just consistently crash. So now I'm trying this in an Android emulator, so hopefully it'll work better in this, be a bit more stable. I think the Android version is a bit more stable than the PC version. But anyway, enter a prompt which describes who you are in the first couple of sentences of where you want to start out. Okay, you are Segata Sanshiro. You are on a mission to travel back in time to 1999 and save the Sega Dreamcast. I know technically the Dreamcast was discontinued in 2001, but we're going to go back a couple years. We're going to try and hopefully prevent discontinuation of the Dreamcast a couple years ahead of time. Get Sega off to a better start, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they did technically have a great start, so, but we're gonna make it better. All right. You are on a mission to travel back in time, blah, blah, blah. The problem is you don't have any idea how to do it. In fact, you don't even know where your own house is. What? Okay. Segata Sanshiro is lost and confused, apparently. I guess technically he wouldn't even know what the Dreamcast is because he died in that last Sega Saturn commercial. So, yeah, he wasn't alive when the Dreamcast was released. So that might be a problem, but we'll get him up to speed. Okay, so let's start mission, I guess. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do it. You need to get out of this place before you can even begin thinking about getting help from anyone else. Well, I don't need help from anyone else. I am Segata Sanshiro. I can do anything, all by myself. You don't want to go through all that again. Go through all what again? Alright, I need a time machine, I guess. So, call Doctor Who. You decide to call Doctor Who. He might be able to help you with something. Yes. Ask Doctor Who if you can borrow his time machine. You call Doctor Who and tell him what you need. He tells you he doesn't have one. What? What happened to it? But he does have an old DeLorean DMC-12. Well, that'll work. Which was used for some special purpose. He says you should take it, since it will probably work better than anything else. Well, sure. I was hoping for the public police call box, but whatever. I guess the DeLorean's even better. I mean, that works for me. Get in DeLorean and take it up to 88 miles per hour. Go back in time to 1999. Here we go. We're doing this. You put on your spacesuit. Well, I don't think a spacesuit is entirely needed, but whatever. And head into the DeLorean. You drive up to 88 miles per hour in the DeLorean until you see a sign that says, Time and Relative Dimension in Space. And then you speed up to 90 miles per hour. You stop at a sign reading Future. What? Well, first of all, I'm traveling back in time, and I don't believe the future would have a sign that says Future. It seems a bit on the nose, but well, whatever. And speeding up to 90 I don't think works. I think you gotta get up to 88 and stay there, but I don't know. Or maybe you just gotta get to 88 and then you can continue going faster. I don't know. I don't know how this whole time travel thing works. I don't know the specifics, but hey, I'm gonna assume that I'm in the past. Either that or Segata Sanshiro is traveling to the future, which I guess would make more sense since he did die before the Dreamcast was released. So he would technically be in the past, so whatever. We'll consider him to be in 1999 right now. So next thing we need to do is go to Sega headquarters. And I guess we'll go from there. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, he doesn't know what he's going to do. He has no plan whatsoever, but we're going to figure it out. You find yourself in front of a building with a big sign saying Sega HQ. You park the DeLorean near the entrance and walk inside. When you enter, you see a lot of people working there. They look like they could be programmers or engineers rather than employees. Can you be both? Okay, apparently Sega does not have programmers working for them. They just have random programmers that are there. They're not actually hired. Okay, I'm not gonna question it. This is why I love this game so much. It makes no sense half the time, which makes it hilarious, but... Alright, anyway, we're gonna head upstairs and talk to the man in charge. Whoever that may be. I don't know which Sega headquarters we're at, the one in Japan or US or whatever, but whatever, doesn't matter. We head upstairs and talk to the man who looks like he could be a programmer or an engineer rather than an employee. We're going to continue with this, I guess. He seems to be very excited by the prospect of helping you. Cool. Alright. Ask, how can I save the... See, I guess technically at this point, he's not going to know that there's anything wrong with the Dreamcast, because we're in 1999. They just had a great launch, assuming we're at September 9th. Then again, we might be before that. Actually, technically, it launched in 98 in Japan, so either way, it'll be launched by now. The man seems to be very enthusiastic about saving the Dreamcast, so he starts talking about how he can use a program called DreamSpot to change the future. Wow, so Sega actually made a program to change the future. Cool. Alright. Let's boot DreamSpot. Oops, not DreamSport. DreamSpot program in your Commodore 64. It's the only computer I have on hand right now. You load the DreamSpot on your Commodore 64 and try it out. It works. You go back to 1999 and save the Dreamcast. Wow, that was a lot easier than I expected. Well, I mean, that was a bit of a short story. Can we? Let's do more. Let's do more. I mean, we saved the Dreamcast. Now we're gonna make some people suffer. Head to Sony headquarters. We're gonna bash some heads together. That is Segata Sanshiro's whole thing, you know? He's gotta beat up someone. We can't solve this thing peacefully. You arrive at Sony's headquarters and park outside. The guard lets you in and shows you around. There are a lot of different rooms filled with TVs showing various commercials for various products. You see a large screen TV displaying a commercial for a game called Gauntlet. See, that's what I love so much about this. The AI actually uses the internet, I believe, to to find out information and make things relevant. So Gauntlet Legends technically is a Dreamcast game, so it's relevant, it works. But technically we're in Sony headquarters, so I assume that's probably the PlayStation version. It was on PlayStation, right? Because it was on N64 as well. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's go upstairs and find president of Sony. I don't know who that is at the time. At this time, I don't know what it is now, I suppose, but... or who he is, I should say. You go upstairs and find the president of Sony. He looks like he could be an engineer rather than an employee. None of these people are actually employed. They're just hanging out in the building, doing whatever, I guess. Even the president of Sony is not actually officially the president of Sony. He's just a guy that's there, and they call him the president. He turns out to be Mr. Takeo Murata. I wonder if that's correct. That'd be pretty cool if it is. President of Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated. Cool. Beat him up. That's what we came here to do. You beat up Mr. Murata and make him say "I'm sorry" before throwing his body against the wall. You leave him lying there in pain and head back down to the lobby where you meet up with Clara. Clara from Doctor Who? Oh, that's awesome. I love how it just intertwines these little things into the storyline. That's awesome. Okay. Say hello to Clara. I'm just gonna say a quick hello. I'm not gonna stick around long. I have things to do. I have other people to beat up. Can't stick around long for this. But I have to say hi to Clara. You greet Clara and tell her that she is going home early because her parents have gone to bed. She also says that she has a boyfriend named Tom who lives nearby. You decide to take the opportunity to get some sleep since you're tired from all the excitement today. Alright, fine. I guess even Segata Sanshiro needs to take a nap every once in a while, I suppose. Everyone needs their sleep. So we're gonna take a quick nap, and then we're gonna continue on our mission. You take a quick nap on the couch and wake up feeling refreshed. You then realize that you forgot to bring your wallet with you when you left the house yesterday. Oh no! You rush downstairs and remember if you brought any money with you when leaving the house yesterday, but... okay. Wait. Gotta figure out what happens next. You wait until after midnight and finally manage to recall that you did indeed you did indeed bring some money with you yesterday. You look through your pockets and pull out a few bills. You grab one of them and walk over to the front door of the house. You open it and enter. Well, you are in the house, aren't you? So that would mean you're exiting the house, but whatever. I'm not gonna question it. Alright, we're gonna hail a cab and head to Nintendo headquarters. We're gonna continue our payback, I suppose. You hail a taxi and ask the driver to take you to Nintendo headquarters. When you arrive, you notice that it doesn't look like a normal office building. It looks more like a high-tech laboratory or something. Cool. Enter... what? No. We're gonna smash through front door. That seems more like Segata's style, rather than just entering casually. You slam the door shut behind you and start smashing everything inside. You don't stop until you reach the top floor of the building. When you get to Nintendo headquarters, you find that it isn't even occupied right now. Okay. No one there? Alright, burn down the building, then. That'll work. That'll show them. How dare they compete with Sega? You run into the building and begin setting fire to every single thing inside. You quickly destroy most of the place before anyone can get away. I thought no one was there. Make up your mind, you stupid AI. You spend the rest of the night trying to put out the fires, which aren't helped by the people coming in and out of the building. So there are people just casually walking in and out of the building while the place is on fire and you're trying to put it out. Why am I trying to put it out in the first place? I set the fire on purpose. Segata was overwhelmed with guilt, and now he's trying to put out the fire. Whatever. We're gonna leave and go to our final destination, the Microsoft headquarters. You leave the building and head towards Microsoft headquarters. Unfortunately, you are stopped by several police officers. They tell you that they've been called about a man attacking people with a chainsaw in the streets of Redmond. That's not Segata Sanshiro. He doesn't use a chainsaw. That's probably Jason. Tell them that it's Jason that did that. Or is doing that, I guess. I don't know. It says attacking, so currently he is attacking people. You explain that it was Jason who did it, and the cops let you go. You wish they would have done something sooner. Okay. Continue to Microsoft headquarters. It was a short distraction from my ultimate goal here. Jason, always causing problems. You continue to Microsoft headquarters, where you meet up with another employee named John. Wow, Microsoft actually has employees, unlike the other two. He gives you directions to his house so that you can see what happened there. I don't want to go to your house. Who are you? Go to see Bill Gates. I want to see the man in charge. Even though technically the Xbox didn't come out until after the Dreamcast was discontinued, so you can't say it was the cause for the Dreamcast discontinuation, or even part of the cause, because it didn't exist at the time. But whatever. We're just covering all our bases here. If we destroy the competition, the Dreamcast will have nothing but success because it will be the only player in town. You decide to go to Bill Gates' house since he is supposedly the richest person in the world. It's not why we're going there, but whatever. You drive around for hours looking for him, but you never do find him. Hire a hitman to hunt down Bill Gates. He'll find him. Yeah, he'll definitely find him. I hired the best in town. You decide to hire a hitman to track down Bill Gates. You call the number on the back of your driver's license. So there's a number for a hitman on the back of my driver's license. Well, that's convenient, I guess. If you're going anywhere, you usually have your ID on you. You never know when you might need a hitman. And soon receive an answering machine message from someone named John. Not John again, jeez. Who is this John guy? Who's pestering me? He tells you that he's already been killed by he's already killed Bill Gates. Oh, so he's the hitman. Well, I guess it was fate. But not before being shot in the process. Oh. I'm sorry, John. I mean, that's the risk of the job, really. I mean, you're gonna be a hitman, you gotta take the risk, you know? But, oh well. Have funeral for John. That's the least I can do, I suppose. He did complete his mission. He's not going to get paid now because he's dead. I mean, I don't know that he's dead, but I'm assuming he's going to die. He's been shot. Whatever. You have a funeral for John at the local church. Afterwards, you bury him in a plot next to your own grave. I hope that's a reserved grave and not one that I'm actually in right now, because I'm not dead yet. Years pass. Okay, let's see what happens next, I guess. Years pass. What happens? Eventually something happens, I assume. I mean, I guess I have to wait years. That's how long it takes. Years pass and you still haven't heard anything from Microsoft. It seems like the company is dead or dying. Hey, mission accomplished. Eventually you give up and move on to other things. Okay, whatever. I mean, we accomplished our mission. We went to Sony headquarters. Did we beat people up there? I don't know. I don't remember. We went to Microsoft. We sent a hitman after Bill Gates. We eliminated him. We went to Nintendo. We set the place on fire. I think we're pretty good. I mean, we saved the Dreamcast originally without any violence. So this is just extra, you know? We're making sure that the Dreamcast succeeds in every way possible. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I guess we can end this somehow. So, live happily ever after, knowing that the Dreamcast is saved. You live happily ever after, as you know that the Dreamcast is saved. Years later, you finally get a chance to play some games again. Go away. Some games again with one of your old friends. When one of your old friends sends you a Dreamcast game called The Last Story, which ironically was released on the same day as this story. Wow! Congratulations, you win! I couldn't ask for more. Sega Sanshiro has saved the Dreamcast. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are no more. Sega is now the only game in town. I'm sure the Dreamcast spawned many sequels, and everything was good with the world. So yeah, this is AI Dungeon. I love this game. This is so much fun. It's on Android, PC, and iOS. The PC version does not seem very stable. The Android version is a lot better, it seems. So if you want to check this out, I would check out the Android or iOS version, whatever. But whatever you have, it's a lot of fun. I love this game so much. It's so ridiculous, the things that this comes up with. Granted, this story wasn't quite as ridiculous as you can get with this. Actually, let me just put in something ridiculous. Eat a bug. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, you can just put in anything you want, and it just generates random stuff. You don't even want to think about how much time you wasted trying to kill Bill Gates. You just want it to be free. You immediately throw away the knife and eat a fly that lands on your face. See? This is what I mean. This game is amazing. I hope someone ports this to the Dreamcast. I believe this is open source, so someone could technically do this. So if any indie devs are watching this, you will be my hero if you port this to the Dreamcast. I mean, it can't be that difficult. It's a text adventure game. You just have to use the internet, of course. But I don't know. Because I assume the resources aren't that high. The resource requirements for it, because it uses the internet to connect to servers and to work that way. There's an offline version of this as well, which requires tons of RAM, I believe. So that obviously wouldn't work, but yeah, maybe this could be ported to the Dreamcast, you never know. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this look at AI Dungeon. I just had to play this on the channel. It's so much fun. Maybe we'll live stream this at some point. That would be cool. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.